Welcome back, beautiful beings. In this episode, we are going to make pockets for journals, Halloween ones. And it doesn't have to be Halloween. You can do this with any bag you have. Okay, and the bags are from Dollar Tree, but we're going to make pockets out of these Halloween bags from Dollar Tree. This is lunch snack, okay? And they're 6 by 11 times 3.65 inch. Okay, beautiful beings. So I have one out to start. I'll move this out of the way. And these are the journal pages. I'm going to be using a couple of them in. And I may as well show you this now. You use cardboard, a really thin cardboard. Okay, this is from, I buy bulk cans for my cats, the moist canned cat food, and these are the layers that are in between, and these are thin, just thin enough to use, okay, or you can use a paper bag, okay. So all I'm going to do is start by cutting up the bag. Now, as you can see, there's a side, so if you have some tags that you need a backing for, it could be anything, card, tags, we're going to glue that to that after we cut it out, okay? So we're going to use the whole bag, okay? Even the bottom, we can make a pocket out of the bottom of the bag. But I'm just going to very carefully follow this seam all the way down, okay? And I want that point, because I'm going to make a pocket out of that too. So I'm going to go on the other side where that point is, right there. Okay? So I capture that point, because we're going to cut that out in that shape and make a pocket out of it, beautiful beings. And this just needs a little snip there. Then I'm going to go across the bottom of the bag. And on this one, I'm going to try to stay on the outer side of the seam, because that's where our bottom of the bag is. So we capture this and we can make a pocket out of that also. And I'm trying to keep it straight. And that again just needs a little snip. And the bag's sticking together. It's kind of glued together actually. So be aware of that. Just be careful and pull it. Right, now I'm going to go up this seam. Very carefully. This side you don't have to watch that point. It's just the one side. On this bag anyway. I hope everyone is well and good. And even if you don't like Halloween, because I know some people don't, and they think it's creepy and dark, you can make it so it's not. You can make it so it's fun. Okay, beautiful things. But if you don't want to do Halloween altogether, you just don't like it, just use a different bag and create something else. Now what's going on here? Right, that's the bottom. So I'm going to have to cut across. It seems like the bag is blue. Alright, that's not. So now we're just going to cut the bottom out. And I'm cutting on this side of the bottom so I don't ruin the shape of the bottom of the bag. Okay? We can just straighten that up with a cutter. And again, I'm going to go above that because I can stick this in my cutter and line it up so it's nice and straight. But I do want to try to push those up so I can cut it off. Okay. See where it was stuck to the bag there. I don't even need that cutter, actually. I do want it straight. So hopefully my hand stays straight. There, okay. And then this one, I'm just going to cut the outside. It's on the other side of that. But I'm going to try to go straight because that fold over might not be straight. So I'm just going to continue to try to stay straight. Okay. Like this. And again, I'm going to try to fold over as much as I can before I cut. And there's a line right there. So I'm going to try to follow that. It looks pretty straight, but I'm going to start on it and then stay straight just in case that's not straight. And there's a little bit sticking out there. There's the bottom. And then there's some white showing here, which I really don't like. So I might use the cutter for that. And that's pretty straight, that side. So let's line it up in a cutter so I can cut that piece off. Make sure it is straight. It's not. I tell by the lines. So I'm going to move that out just a little bit. But I'm going to pull it down a little bit because I just want that part right there that's not cut right. And now I'm going to cut it. And hopefully my cutter doesn't give me a hard time. There. It did. Yes, I still need a new cutter. Beautiful beings. And now it's not even straight. Let's just continue. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I should have just tried it by hand. My cutter likes thick cardstock right now. Right, that's good enough. Right. All this out of the way. Now I'm going to bring the bag in. And I'm going to cut. I'm just going to line it against the line so I know it's straight. I'm going to line it right there. So I have this for a pocket. So this piece is going to be a pocket. And I'm going to line it right there so I don't get the curve up. And that's going to be a pocket. So far we got 4 pockets to make. Okay, now we're going to do this one. And we're going to cut the bag off. The sides off the bag. And I'm just going to go by the bend. Okay, I'm going to put it right on the bend. I'm going to line that up on the cutter. Alright, I got that bend lined up on the cutter and I don't have my little poke out on it. Okay. Now this is the part where we're going to glue these to it. Okay. I chose them because they're purple flowers. And I want purple in my journal. They're just going to be tucks for pockets. Then I'm going to find the seam on the other side of the bag. And line the cutter up on that. And cut it. Okay, and then the same thing on this. I just took my die cuts and cut out 2 tags. I'm going to flip that over and glue them to that so that shows on the other side. Or, well, these ones I could just take it to my die cut machine and cut these out. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. Now we have to do this again. I'm going to try to make it straight as I can. Put it against the line. I don't want to cut that off. Again, our little point on our other one, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. Make it straight. There we go. Okay, beautiful beings. So you get lots of pockets out of this bag and you don't have to use them all in the same journal, okay? You do not. Oh, I forgot this one, but I'll just glue it to show you. I'm going to use Mod Podge, okay? And I'm just going to add glue. And this is really flimsy. It's copy paper because I printed it out, and so is that one. And I think these were freebies from somewhere, but I don't remember because it was a long time ago, beautiful beings. So I'm just going to glue them both down. And I know there's a crease there, but it'll be all right. We'll just get the crease out. And I'm going to try not to get the end of the bag where it folds, okay? Because that will just look sloppy. And the two things I chose to glue down are just the right amount so it doesn't interfere with that. Okay? Okay, beautiful beings, this one I'm going to put on the left just so I have a strip after I cut it out. So if I want to use that for something else in the future, I have it. Let's see. All right, we're going to set this aside to dry. Now I have this for this, and we're just going to glue the whole thing down before I punch it, or before I cut it out. Okay. And the white side has a little gloss, so I'm going to flip it over and glue it down on the cardboard side so it glues down nicely. And voila. Okay. You don't want to make sure it's nice and dry. Okay. I'll do this one off camera. So we can go to the next ones. You've already seen me do that one. I'm going to cut off pieces of the paper bag I do not need and then measure my pockets. That's the bottom. I'll just glue that on the side. And it's all going to fit on here nicely. It seems like it. Maybe not the bottom. I'm going to have to trim that one because it's not. Here, let's just do this and make a design. We'll just make a little design on this one and cut off that piece that's not straight. There we go. So now we have a designer pocket. Beautiful beings. Whatever you want to do. Is this going to fit all of them? Let's put this all the way up before I cut this bag up and make sure. Yes. And then this one, see that? I want to cut that off. Just a little bit. And then once I have this all glued down, I'll put it in my cutter. Because my cutter will cut better when they're glued down. Okay. Here I'm just cutting off the bendable parts of the paper bag so they don't interfere with my gluing. This part, I'm going to glue this down. And then we can even it out after with a cutter. But you got to take these flaps and glue these down. Okay? So they don't give you any problem. And there might be some flaps on the front of it that you might need to glue down also, beautiful beings. I'm going to glue that there. Remember, that's backing. That's just to make it so it's strong enough for a pocket. Okay, beautiful beings? I'm going to flip it over and do the other side to make sure it gets in all those creases. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to snip this off. So that piece is out of the way. And we're going to put this aside to dry. Wipe our glue off our mat. And I'm just going to do one of these and then I will do the rest off camera. Because I'm sure you know how to glue, beautiful beings. But I'm going to flip the bag this way, I think. Maybe not. I'm going to pull this up. Sticker off of here. No, I'm just going to glue it on this side. That way the other side's nice and smooth because this side has that flap. So they'll be glued down also. Okay? But I'm going to go down as far as I can to make sure all the other pockets fit. Okay? So I will glue these off camera. And then if if you have stickers, get them out because that's what we're going to put on here to decorate our pockets. We're going to use stickers. I just wanted to make sure they all fit. Okay. So, yep, whatever you're making, if you're not going to make a Halloween one and you want to make it with another bag you have in mind. Get your embellishments and your stickers out because we're going to decorate when I come back. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm going to show you the die cut. This one I didn't think it was going to line up here, but it did perfectly. But I just wanted to show you that I die cut these, and then I'm going to, this is the front where I die cut them, and I'm going to glue them together like that. And then this, I wanted to show you, if you have that little flap on the inside of one of your pockets, just gently pull it off and glue it down. Okay, beautiful beings, with this one, I'm going to go across it with scissors. And it doesn't matter if it's even. So I'm slanting it a little bit to go up. Okay. And on this one, I use these scissors. Okay. And on this one, I use these scissors. Better office products. Okay. So see the difference? Oh, I did the same scissors. I was supposed to use them. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. But I wanted to show you that I did even them out by cutting up. Okay, like that. Now I can use the scissors on this one. That is different, right? Yeah. We'll use that one on this one. And these do cut fairly well. When I first started crafting, I got other ones that were cheap and they didn't cut worth a crap. Beautiful beings. See? Did I just use the same scissors again? I did. I don't want them too short because I have stuff like this. This is from the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if it has a year. 2022. Okay. There's just a bunch of pictures, but I like that. Looks like a haunted castle, but I did go around. The one I'm using with purple, I just wanted to show you the difference in case you wanted to see it normal. Okay. And I got a typewriter from that package. But this is going to stick up more, and so is this. They all are, basically. And I wanted to show you the bottom of the bag. Just like an envelope, and you just use it for a tuck, or you can decorate it, or decorate it on this side and leave that look like an envelope. Whatever you want to do, beautiful beings. I just went around it with purple marker and then did lines with black and purple, just so they have something to write on, okay? And then the tags, before I get to the pockets, sorry. Here's the tags, okay? This one's going in this journal, and so is this one, okay? And then these ones, I'll probably use in a different journal, okay? That's why they don't have any toppers, because, of course, I'm going to wait until I find what I'm putting in a journal so they go with it, beautiful things, whatever lace or trim I use, okay? But I just, this is a die cut, and I don't know, I think the hole's supposed to go here, but I use it for these and the holes, but I always hang something from them because I just think it looks better, okay? So those two are going in the journal I'm working on, right? But I want to show you, oh, and I did keep some scrap, okay? Just in case I want it for something else in the future, in a different, you know, journal or project. I like this typewriter. I think I'm just going to glue it here, but I'm only going to glue it on the bottom, so that can be a tuck too, okay? Then I have words I want to put on the paper. Just want to make sure I got enough. I'm going to push it in so it don't seep out of the bottom. Okay, so about that much glue. I did not go around this one with anything. And I think I'm just going to glue it right in the middle, right here. And when that's dry, we'll add the words. See how it's seeping out already? So I'm just going to put this aside to dry. Okay. And then we're going to do the house. And I'm going to do the same thing because I want this to be an extra pocket that you can tuck behind the mansion, and I'm not worried about this because you're not going to see it, because this will be glued down like this and this into a journal page, and I'll show you what they look like on one of my journal pages. I choose to. I don't glue them down. They will be glued down in the next video, and I do choose one of these for the front of the journal that I will show you. So I'm just going to glue that on the bottom. So again, that could be next to top. And see how that's oozing out right there, the glue? So I'm going to let that get tacky before I even push down on it, okay? And that's going right in the middle also. I don't even think I got anything for this one. Okay, for this one, we have a little girl, okay? And she's going to get glued down all except for part of her head. So I'm going to mark the head with a pencil so I don't put glue on that part. All right? We're just going to glue her down. So we're just going to put her maybe at the tall part on this one. Like that. There we go. Her feet can go down a little bit, but we're going to wait for them to dry, or they'll be all messed up with me trying to craft over them. And I really need to figure out what I'm going to use for this one. This thread goes with her. I might as well hang that right now, right behind her. Huh. Yes, that would be a wise choice. So I'm going to put that thread right where it looks like she's holding it. And I got to wash my hands. There. Then after that dries, I will cut that off. Maybe. We'll see how it looks after I add the spider. Because we're going to add a spider and a saying. Oh, and I might as well show you the sayings while those are drying. I got this book from Tim Holtz. Okay. Sticker book. Curiosities. Okay. In case you want to buy it. I think they still sell it. You get 357 stickers, beautiful things. And that's what you get. Okay. I could flip through this real quick, but I want to remember. And you get a bunch of sayings, and then you gotta like put them together for like a story. But I got what I want. For here, I want that sticker and 2 others off this page, so I gotta remember it's the second page. But you get all these, okay? And you can even write a story. Like, you can make a notebook and write a story on the front, and it comes with pictures, and it comes with these to put on the pictures for these guys, if you want to. And then it comes with these. I think they're for Smith. I don't know, they just remind me of cigar labels. I mean, you could use them for something else, but that's what it reminds me of. And then you got these old ads. Okay, pharmacies. And then you got letters. And that's it, beautiful things. But I'm going to flip this back to this because I want to use this page. And I'm going to show you the journal. It's shaking. Right? Now you can, let me move these. I don't want to touch those because they're gluing. And I don't want to smush the glue out. But I'm going to take one out of the bag and show you. This is what it looks like normal. Okay? If you cut it out just normal, that's what I did here before I added purple to it. Or you can cut it out with just a little bit, a hint of that around the edges. So you can do it 3 ways, okay? Normal, just cut on the white around, and then this way, and leave a little bit of the bag. Or this way, leave a little bit of black, and then put purple in there. Okay? But I do want to add what I use. Where's my glitter pen so I can show you what I use, but I'm afraid to because it's thickened, and see how it's oozing out? It's oozing out. It's one of those you got to push to start. But I'm going to show you. I'll zoom in, so I'll zoom in, so I'm going to put you in the middle. But I don't want to get all that ooze. I just want to catch some glitter. So I'm barely touching it. Beautiful being, so I catch some glitter. If you've never seen one of those before. Oh, I got it from Dollar Tree. Sorry. Glitter markers. And I think they come in a set of 2 or 3. I don't remember. Alright, but here's the journal. And again, you can make 3 different looks out of this. Okay? For whatever you want to use it for. Okay? And I'll give you a close-up of that. See that glitterish? But I just glued the whole thing down for this journal. And if you want to see this journal, I did a video on it, and I'll put the link in the description. But I'm going to set that over there to dry. I'm going to figure out something for this pocket. And we did the tags. Okay, beautiful beings. Did I tell you that I went around these with a marker? Just like one swipe to get rid of the white. Okay. I can't find my creepy cloth. It's in a bag. You've probably seen it in the other video where it's all colored. But I want to put candles on here. These little die cut candles. I think I did this on camera. I think I showed you how to do it. Not the die cutting part, but how to make the paint it up so the wax looks like it's running off, but I want lighter colors so they pop on here. Another one with bones on it would be idea. Got one with spiders. I mean, they don't have to match. Here's the other bone one. Is that bigger? We're going with those ones, beautiful things. But yeah, there's my candles. I don't even know why I put them back in there because I have to get the flicker. The fire. That one. And I think I got small ones in here, unless I said no. Because I know at one point I was thinking, you know what, I don't even need the smaller ones, but you do for the other ones, so I didn't know if I kept going or not. So there's our candles. I think I'm going to do this way, like this. So let me get this picked up. And out of the way. And as you can see, I keep strips, because I have an idea for them that hopefully I'll get done before Halloween. Hopefully. But I also have these. These are Park Lane. These are from Joanne. Sorry. These are from Joann's. And I just wanted a couple pictures. Like, you know, they're hanging. But I don't know which ones I want. I think I might just want that one. This is not going in my current journal, Halloween journal. I think she's too big. She's too big. Because I already used these for something else in that. But that's about where I want them. So they're like in the background, hanging on the wall. Okay. Those are those stickers. You can pause the video if you want to see them. More close up and personal. Okay. Right. So I'm going to put these down. And I am going to take this pop-up sticker off, both of them, just because I don't want it to stick up so the journal's not bulky. I'm going to use Elena's. You can use whatever glue you would like. And I'm just going on the inside so it don't ooze out. Okay, it's not on the edges. And I think I want her like right there. Let's make sure she's straight. Yeah. And then this one. About there. Okay, they're where I want them. Now the candles. Maybe a little bit more. Right, and then I'm not going to push them down. In there, because I gotta put this in here. Our wick with our flame. So I'm going to turn this so I don't move that candle. Stick that in there. Just like that. Remove the glue. Got a little glue in there. And now this one. Like the hands. And that moved a little bit. I almost put it up there, beautiful things. You see that? This one's gonna go right here. And then the wick. Alright, let's check. I know that frame in the middle is not even. There. Okay, so that's up close. Then in the backdrop are the two frames on the wall. Okay, so that one is done, and I don't want to push them until the glue gets tacky. Now I'm going to bring her back in. Right, and as you can see, she has a string, which we're going to cut off. But it's not a string. It's a spider webs thing. Now what I do with that? I have a rub-on spider. I was looking all over for the tiniest spider I could find. I found that one. Okay. These are rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree. Okay. So I'm going to need just a little dab of glue. I probably should use my glitter glue. That. Then we're going to cut that off. There we go. And again, I'm using thread. Okay, and I'm just going to take a bone folder and rub the spider on, beautiful beings. Let's see. Yes. I'm going to get that glue out of there. Hopefully. There we go. I should have put it on orange. What do you think, beautiful beings? Now, the words. And it was the second page, right? Yes. So I'm going to take strange adversions. Okay. And I'm going to use my Elena glue. Just so I don't have glue all over. And I probably should have put something behind that, but it's fine. I just thought that totally went with that. A little girl has a pet spider. And I don't know, I think I might put this one in the one I'm working on now. Okay, let's look at this one. So this one's doing, just glued it on the bottom, it's doing good. And this one I wanted, like they were typing. But, yeah, the writing might not match, but there's the other one. I want this word first. Hopefully it's not too long. It is. So I might have to cut it. And on this one, again, I'm using Elena's glue. And I had to cut both of them so they fit and plus look like it was typed up. Of course, on the paper, beautiful beings. There's that one, and I don't think I'm going to add anything else to this one or this one. But I can give you a close-up. I want to show you what they look like on cardstock. Okay. There's a little pocket. Then I'll give you a view on a different, like just a black one. Just so you get an idea what they look like. Okay. And a typewriter. And then this one. And we'll go inside of this one. There we go, beautiful beings. And this could be a top pocket. Okay? On the right or on the left, or you can put it on the bottom. Or you can put like ribbon on the two sides and make it a belly band. Whatever you want to do, beautiful beings. So there's that idea for you. Oh, and I got this out just to tell you if you wanted to, like, punch, a half circle punch on one of them, you can. Just give me ideas. Okay, beautiful beings. So here we go. Give you another close-up of them. And these are from the front and the back of the bag. And here's the bottom of the bag. It looks like an envelope. You turn it around and you can write on the back of it and fill a pocket with it. But here's that. I think it's really cute. She's playing with her pet spider. And it says strange adversions. Around that, or behind it, or beside it, or something. I don't know. But I like it. I think it's really cute. And then the tags. Okay. And a close up of this. Candles in the front, and the witch's pictures in the backdrop on the wall. And then a house. I really wish I had a little tiny person I could put right there. That'd look cute. And this one, and remember, both of these ones you can tuck behind them. Just an extra little tuck. And this one says, in the middle, a boiling cauldron. The witches dance and then vanish. Okay, that's what the writer is writing on his typewriter. So all together, out of the whole bag, you can get at least 6 pockets, unless you want to glue like the Hocus Pocus ones down. And plus you get a card you can make with this and have an envelope on the other side, or turn this into a pocket. And then you get 4 tags. So you get a lot out of this bag. And you can use them in different journals. And I appreciate you if you're still with me, more than you know. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.